everything comes back to the way we move. If Mick is choking me from the front, please Mick, and pushing me back with a choke, if I have to make a defense, everything comes back to the way we move. Okay. If Mick is throwing a punch to my face and I block it, everything comes back to the way we move. Two types of movement we're going to learn. Movement from a ready position or a fight stance. Now this is if we have time, we see the threat developing, we can get in a position where we can favor a leg or a hand to strike with, and we might be in a better position to move and defend, or from a position of disadvantage or when we're not really ready, and it's more of a passive stance or a neutral stance. And if you look at how you're all kind of standing now as you're listening to me, you're all standing in a neutral position or a passive position. This is the way we stand in life.
Because we move and navigate ourselves through life in a neutral state, our self-defense training must challenge us to respond to threats when we least expect them and from common everyday situations. Now, unlike professional fighters, we don't always occupy a safe and controlled environment, and we aren't always guaranteed time to get into a fight stance or ready position. So we must train to move and defend effectively from a non-ready position, as well as how to transition into a ready position to better defend and attack. We must also push ourselves to train beyond the comfort of an air-conditioned classroom and into more realistic and unpredictable environments. Defending and attacking from a neutral stance has several benefits, including versatility, speed, and real-world application. Now, although training from a fight stance can give you more power and time to react, training to respond from a neutral stance will help you develop the confidence you need to defend yourself when caught off guard. Start by placing your feet shoulder width apart and pointing them forward. Your weight should be evenly distributed between both feet. Now, from this position, you should be able to move in any direction quickly by pushing through the balls of the feet. Train on transitioning from a neutral stance to a fight stance by dry drilling striking, defenses, and counterattacks. Identifying threats early can help you transition from a neutral stance to a fight stance faster, giving you a significant advantage when defending. A fight stance will give you a stronger foundation, allowing you to respond with maximum speed, efficiency, and power.
You're going to take a natural step forward with your left leg. Again, feet stay under the hips. Okay, back heel is slightly raised. Because this is the leg we're going to push off with. Okay? We're going to push off with the back leg first. All right, so if we're going to go forward, and again, we're not going to move like this in a fight. This is practicing how to move to transition from that neutral or passive to a fight stance. This is just a building drill.
Start in a neutral stance and take a natural step forward with either your right or left leg. Keep your feet shoulder width apart and your hands up to protect your face. Your rear heel should be slightly raised so that you can push off through the ball of your foot when moving forward and side to side. Try and be as equal as you can between both feet. Practice transitioning from a neutral stance to a fight stance, as well as changing direction and angles with your stance. This may include a variation of pivoting. To go forward, you push off on the back leg. To go back, you push off on the front leg. To go left, you push off on the back leg. And to go right, you push off on the forward leg. Now, after you practice this basic movement in different directions, start to be more relaxed and realistic with your movement by adding shuffling, light bouncing on the balls of the feet, and movement to all angles. Later, when we get more confidence, we can add more realistic movement, strikes, defenses, and counterattacks. Remember, never cross your legs as you risk tripping and falling over. This could lead to an injury or even worse, having to defend yourself from the ground.